This is the Sim Pit. I'm Michi Hoyer, and with me is Shaun Cole, sitting in the race seat already. Hey Shaun, how are you? So am I a bit. So we had a week of preparation. Preparation work was good. However, Shaun is a little bit, we say nervous.
Nervous is a good word. That's a starting point. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm trying to keep it all in control. I'm super excited. So that's number one. I'm really pumped up and excited. But, I'm a little nervous. About 2 hours, 24 minutes. It's been a long time since I've done that kind of seat time in one session. That's a lot of laps to not make a mistake. I'm a little nervous about my bladder. My stomach is a mess because I think I've just got my emotions have gotten a little of the better of me. I'm hoping to relax. I still have 8 minutes before the beginning, and I'm just going to take it easy and let the race come to me. And hopefully, a couple laps in, I can just get nice and calm.
That's great. So hopefully we're gonna do something good. So for today, there's a very special format. We're in the race room already in the Roll Before 24 in the 2.4-hour race around Daytona Road Course. Currently, you can see the car of Shaun Cole. So it's the blue Sim Pit car in his iconic Sim Pit colors, ready for race there. I'm gonna be his engineer, and you guys will see a lot of different things going on. So the first thing you guys may notice, I've put up a bar right at the downside, and don't be afraid, it's just because I'm German, it says euro rather than dollars. However, the message is gonna be the same, which I quickly show you right now. So this is the Patreon page of the SimPit, and the Patreon is a very kind thing for you guys, since you're very interested in sim racing and in activity of sim racing. The Patreon page allows you to get into the backstage area of the SimPit show. That means an exclusive Discord chat, at least for the race engineer group and the race chief group, I think. Additional content, screenshots, like you can see here. This is the setup of today's race. You can see them 4 screens of me. They are built the same way, showing you some different type of things right now. But this is actually the setup I will use to engineer Shaun Cole through that race. So there is a lot of things going on, and the down bar only says if Shaun reaches an income of 500 euros per month, sorry, not euros, dollars per month, he's going to host monthly races with the Patreon guys being the race contenders, and those races will be streamed online on the SimPit channel. So you guys not just only have the chance to take part of the show, talk with Shaun Cole, talk with me, talk with all the other Patreon guys of the SimPit pit crew, you also have the chance to show yourself up in that race once a month, which is going to be live broadcasted by Shaun Cole on his channel here at the SimPit. So this is additional stuff to come as soon as you guys kick in to actually take a chance contributing to that show.
We're very close to, and by the way, that broadcast, I'm not going to race in that race, but I'm going to actually sit in the booth and broadcast the race and promote it, put it out like watching a regular race on TV on Sunday.
So yeah, there's exciting stuff to come for you guys if you make that $500 bar to go full. Anyway, that's it about Patreon. We might need to talk about that in the end of the stream again and see whether we got some progress done. However, something else I would like to show you in before.
I'm going to do my last pit stop while you tell this.
That's alright to me. I need to go in a split second as well, since I have some other duty in a split second to do as well. This is the actual SimPit Raw Before 24 race strategy sheet. I will pull that on from time to time so you guys can see what we are up to and what is about the strategy to happen for today. So this is a time left, fuel target checklist. We're gonna see when we box and tires. So this sheet will fill in with live during the next couple of hours while being racing here, and I will feed that through the other monitor and put it on the stream sometimes. So anyway, I think Shaun will soon be ready to go. I will have this box already on. Put it into. I think relative would be the best. Because I do not have the access to that Twitch account yet, we need to fiddle that out. I'm very sorry for this, but it's I think it's on my personal Twitch where this stream is currently running, so we need to change that for the future, that's for sure. Anyway, this is the setup right now. I may have to do some other things in my personal inconvenience though. However, I quickly get that done. And as soon as Shaun is back, I will hop over, lead over to him, and leave you guys with him alone for a split 15 minutes or split 20 minutes before I am back live here again, and then we start engineering him through that race.
Sounds good, Michi. So I guess that's on me to give you some of my last minute thoughts as we're down to 2 minutes before the start of this race. And as I told you, my nerves are getting the better of me this morning. I woke up too early, didn't get a good night's sleep. For some reason I didn't eat dinner last night, I forgot. So I woke up with a headache, had to go eat, which is rare for me to eat that early in the morning. Then my nerves got to me, my stomach was a mess. I went to the bathroom a few times, feeling pretty good. Very nervous, but I'm confident in my ability. I just need to keep it all in control. This is one of those races that is very important on a personal level. Who knows what split you're going to end up in. If I had to guess, I'm in the second or third split. One of the only Americans in my race, I noticed, which is, on a road racing day, that's usually not a great thing. But, you know, it's moments like this that I think of guys like Michi, and I think of guys like Rudy Van Buren, and I think about these guys who are ice cold and just nerves of steel. And, you know, I've never looked into Rudy's eyes the moment before he got into one of these competitions. We've just talked to him after the fact. I've never looked in the eyes of Michi Hoyer moments before. You guys see me on a weekly basis before regular races, but this one is a little bit different. And this one is a little more at stake on a personal level. I put a lot of time in. When you put a lot of time in, you're more vested in the outcome of the race. So that is a factor. And, you know, I want to do well for Michi. I want to do well for you guys, all the guys who sat around watching us do those hours of practice. I want to do it for me. I put in the time, and beyond those hours of practice, I probably put in twice as much of that offline, not streaming it. So I put more time in preparation for this race than normal. And, you know, that means the stakes are a little bit higher. 58 cars on the grid, that's something to think about and deal with. I'm just confirming. It's not even letting me touch the setup because Michi's in control, but we do have a full tank. And they are cleaning up the track, and time is up, and we are getting ready to go green. Oh. Okay. 56 seconds to grid. I'm just going to try to breathe. We're going to do good. We're going to stay safe in the beginning, find our space, and then get to work. Underdrive the car, just like last night. Protect that car. Protect those tires. "24 seconds. I'm going to send a good luck all to the room. And we're on the grid. Looks like we're doing a rolling start, starting behind the bus stop. So we'll go 2 by 2. Looks like I'm smack dab in the middle of the Mustang class. Thank you for watching the stream. Sorry I'm a little quiet right now. And Mitch will be back in about 15-20 minutes. And at that point will be a good time to see how things are going. Pretty much on my own in the beginning anyway. And that's just fine. We saw that interview with Rudy yesterday. I wonder what my heart rate is right now. Go just a touch louder. There we go. Uh-oh, someone's blinking. Jeez. Okay, guys. I see how it's going to be today, huh? We weren't even to the start-finish line. And Homeboy's already squeezing his way around. That's right, Homeboy. Don't know who they're talking about. I got Chris Bell on my outside. I'm being a little easy going right now on people. Easy. At this point, I'm actually kind of afraid of a couple of those guys. Alright, you know what? Let's spread out. I got 224 to get all of you guys. Nerves are in check. Now I'm feeling good. That's just enough to get a little adrenaline going. I'm going to brake early for this because who knows what these guys are going to do. I've also seen a handful of people have tire issues, it seems. Overdoing them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some guys have some very silly problems coming down the stretch. I'm guessing he cut the chicane and he was trying to black flag. Jeez, why don't we just all stop? Parking lot speed for turn 1. Oh, someone got spun. I'm assuming Ryan was one of those two. Over revving. Still settled down a lot. There we go. Gotta relax just a little bit. straight line out, but we're okay, no cut. The draft of this track and these cars is very strong. So, timing how I'm going to leapfrog around these 3 cars and not end up in one of those nose-to-tail battles right away. Sure. We're going a lot faster than normal. We're going to brake early for one. Plus, we got the stack up of that group that's going to happen. So, early braking, early braking. Come on, shift it nicer. See a little nose damage on that green car. We are running pretty slow right now, 2050 on that last lap. As much as there's a draft, we were really in traffic, and are really check up on braking quite a bit. Things are starting to space out. Now, you can start working on somebody without it being a nightmare. We're going to have some lost ground to make up for, that's for sure. Easy, easy, baby. Whoa. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. This is about to get dicey. I want to go around both of you. Over rev. Come on. Keep thinking about it. RPMs are not going to get it done. It's the torque of this motor that gets it done. He's getting a draft and I'm not. Fart. Roar. Right now, it's like, well, how bad do I want to beat my car? Make this double mint exciting. Triple mint exciting. And we almost get rear-ended for our efforts. Oh, you're just gonna push your way through too, huh? My God. Tell you what, that group I was in was not fun to be around. I guess I was part of the problem too. Now I have some extra work to do. Push. Come on. Oh, that makes me mad. We lost a lot of spots right there. We got lucky too. Don't know how much damage we may or may not have gotten. Really stuck 7 laps into the race and we have damage potentially. Oh. My car's fucked. My car's fucked. Bleep that, YouTube. No one to blame but myself. Put my car there. I was loose. I controlled it already, though. The car's shit. I didn't even feel like I hit that guy at all. That was too deep on braking. That was my fault, not the cars. Look at this though. So we're 0.8 back. 0.9. I got a bad run out of the corner at 1-0. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Jesus. Oh, that was a Kia. I thought that was a Mustang who did that. And I was like, how the... Was he that much faster? I didn't know I had that much damage, but that just messed me up bad enough. I think Albert was a little ballsy right there, to be honest with you. That was a pretty late break. Oh, I'm so freaking pissed off. Jeez. You can't come down into me. Your fault, moron. So you're gonna hit me again? Good going, Ryan. Sorry to call you out, but dude, what the hell was that?
So guys, I'm sorry, and I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. I can see the position, I can see Shaun's face. Yeah, the crew chief did a bad job there.
Shit. Look at this shit. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna go, buddy. Some really sloppy driving going on, Mike.
So guys, no, I'm not angry at all. I just need to know what happened there. Well, that is not a good thing, being a race engineer.
Showing that you're not going for it, and then dive bomb in and...
So a quick update by the chat would be great.
Been a respectful driver all my life. Real shenanigans. Granted, I'm having a bad day, so I'm gonna have a filter for shenanigans. I see it all.
So we're gonna get blue flags, and
No, moments like these, you can totally see how fist fights break out in the paddock.
Alright, Shaun, this is the moment where your engineer's back.
Yeah. We're fucked, Michi.
Damage on the car?
Yeah.
So let's have a look. Going into the...
Yeah, we got a 4X from an idiot. There are a bunch of idiots that I've been dealing with. I think I was driving right. I can't... My angle, everyone screwed me. I could have just been at fault as well. I don't know. But it's not gone well.
Yeah. Yeah,
A bunch of idiots at the start.
your right hand rear is a bit damaged.
Yeah, there have been a lot of idiots. The car's driving like shit. It's off pace. Now I'm really fucking pissed. I'm gonna just swear all stream long. You can just put a disclaimer saying no one under 18 watch. Shaun had a bad day.
Race is long still. We're still in it. Yeah, you got rear end at the rear right pretty hard. Anyway, go for it. So, this is lap 11. This is the cockpit view, and this are the gaps.
guys are just morons, dude.
So, we're fighting for position ahead there.
Yeah, you. I don't know. I'm just mad at everybody.
Anyway, Shaun, calm down a bit.
I didn't say that to him, by the way. That was just in my own head. Yes, that's how you pass in an endurance race at Daytona. I see that on TV all the time, just like that. Look at him. Why don't you just slam me across the nose and...
Would have been fun if that guy spun out doing that move.
Did you see that? What an idiot. I'm calling everyone an idiot today. I don't care. I appreciate Ryan now. Ryan and I had a little din earlier, but at least now he's giving me some speed, so thank you, Ryan.
And we're not lacking straight line speed though, do we?
Yeah, he was pushing me. We were off a lot. I was just losing the guy who was in 12th before it was Chris. He's gonna come through, isn't he?
We still do have good strategy, keep it going.
Come on, guys, get out of my way.
Passing you before that corner and then not get away with it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the Kia guys, their line is all messed up with that front-wheel drive, I think. Hopefully that was the end of their group and we won't have to deal with them for a little while.
So, this currently is your 12th lap right now? Is this your 12th lap? Okay.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna do a fuel check and recalculate. So fuel is gonna be something around 37 point. I expect 3. Yeah, 3. And there's the line, so 27. Yeah, 37.3.
Downshift a little early, but didn't brake enough. The car is very difficult to drive too.
So looking fuel-wise, we might need to save 0.3 liters of fuel in order to make it one lap further.
Okay.
So this was being given an information here. As you can currently see, oh you can't, but now you can. Lap 43, this is the lap where we currently have to box due to fuel. If he manages to save another 0.25,
Fucking car sucks.
we're going to be able to go even longer. So lap 34, and then we need to see how things develop. So now I do have some sort of checklist where I can see the delta, and that's what I'm gonna do here. This is called the delta, and this will be this minus that, but only if the 13 is empty. Yep, there you go. My internet router just had a little breakdown again. So I definitely need to fix this.
Me?
I'm sorry.
I'm talking to a different 32.
Sorry about that. Shaun, what was that?
Someone said 32, you're blinking a lot. I don't think he means me,
Nope.
though.
So let's see who's the number 32 car. Number 32 is Shaun Cole, though. So it's not my internet that's going wonky.
But whoever said it, that I didn't see it said it. I didn't think it was anybody who was near me.
Don't react on it.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, sorry. I did not see that happening
Good job.
like that.
Alright, now hunt that car ahead. Get into the slipstream so we can save the fuel.
Holy.
Right, so I don't know where the stream was cut off, but here is actually again, just for a little while, that's the current delta we had, so I need to see about the next fuel checkup as soon as we cross the line, which is going to be the case right now. So this is lap 15 being done, and we should have 32.24 liters in our fuel can. So that is 32.1. Oh, that's not gone well with the lapping there. The Mazda's really slowing us down there. And it actually seems like we're coming off target, looking at our fuel there. Now this does not go well at all. We hit them cars in the worst moment actually. You can hit them. So really Shaun needs to get his driving a little bit together. Yeah, Krauthammer Weingarten I'm thinking about. It's exactly the same. No cut happily for him. I think damage could do a little harm to
that corner.
Our
Needed that corner badly. Shit.
Fuel consumption. So it's a 30.5. This dash is not really working good, jumping around in 0.2 of a decimal. It's a 30.3 even. I think with that rate we're not gonna make any laps good.
Oh, come on.
Calm down, everything is fine there. Just get your shit together. Right, so let's see, there's another bunch of lapping cars coming ahead there, and Chris Bell is already through, and now it's going to be interesting really. I mean, where are we going to hit them again? Dragon Model, do you mean how do you donate to the bar? Yeah, you have to go to Patreon, subscribe yourself, and check for a group you wanna be inside there. And I think you're already on there, so you cannot donate in order to make that bar rising. However, everyone who's not on the Patreon yet is able to do so, as I will quickly forward that question as soon as he has passed those two guys. So Shaun, how's the balance?
I got no front end grip, and it's very loose off a corner. Whoa, Jesus.
That was close. Do you think all about that suspension damage?
I don't know if it's suspension or just all aero. But, well, it's more than narrow because, yeah, I have no grip on the front at all.
So as you guys were asking for it, I quickly show up the Patreon page for a split second time.
And then getting on the gas, it's just really delicate now.
So that's 51 Patreons and still $402. And we want to get that number up to the 500. But speaking about going up, we're just still in that race trying to make our move, and I hope strategy wise we can do something. Looking at the lap times of Shaun, and happily I can't see any of them.
Ah, shit.
So his last lap time has been a 2:06. I mean, in testing we were running a lot of 2:03s and he felt really confident on it. Whereas currently, with all that lapping going on, and I think we do not have not found a spot yet for doing clean laps. Can't find even lap times. The last lap was a 2:05.9, and now I hope Shaun gets his driving together. Alright Shaun, focus on braking, apex, accelerating, and try to forget about those cars around you. And that went well. I think it was a position for us. Yep, there you go. So that was Chris Bellspun and you gained the position. And now it's really crucial where we hit those two Mazdas up ahead, and I think we just hit them at the exit of 5. So there's going to be a good chance for us to make a move stick into slipstream and to lap them before that bus stop chicane. As I need to do another fuel check after that lap. Don't go too short. Alright, that went well. Now finally we're on a good lap, and that needs to be a low 2:04 in order to show some competitiveness and build up the pressure towards John M. Roberts and maybe even to Louis Boeuf. So I hope Shaun is going hard, and I think he is. He's very concentrated, so we leave him in his concentration zone. That's for sure. As yeah, I think we're losing a little bit of straight line speed, and therefore some performance there. So the next checkup is 25.1 after lap 19. That means we're even losing on our fuel target, so that is calculated very wrong. Not too bad though. So we had a 2:04.8, which is considerably alright, since there was definitely some distraction going on with those both Mazdas. And I'm gonna talk to him on the straight again and leave him alone in the corners. So Shaun, you're doing a good job so far. Whenever we have a clean air lap, we need you to do 2:04.5 and quicker. The fuel target is out of reach, we don't go longer. For your information, the leading pack of the Kias is like 6.5 seconds behind.
Thank you.
So we're gonna be soon being lapped again by the current leaders, as I have to do another fuel check. And that's the point, the estimated laps are so close to being 14. Well, we're just not making it. So looking at the current rate,
Oh shit, I touched him? Get out of my way.
so we quickly see whether he touched him. Yeah, it's more like he ran into his back though. So no big deal there. We quickly go up the tape till being live. There you go. Yeah, he ran into back of you, so nothing you could have done about that.
Okay, cool. I'm like, shit, that was a leader. I'm talking all this smack about disrespect, and I crossed the bow of the leader, but he did it. Okay.
No, he went earlier on the throttle than you, and then tapped you a little bit in the back. It was a little bit of broken netcode as well. Quick question, did you spin with that damage? Or did you just go wide?
Nope, I spun around.
So
Stayed
that
on the track and...
Okay, so that is where your tire leaking performance is coming from. So listen, we got another 12 laps to do. Right hand side.
Whoa, shit, thank you. Another one coming?
Nope.
No, it's the Mustang. I have to turn the wheel like 40 degrees more than normal.
Yeah, and that just makes things worse. So the second Kia that was behind you is gone for now. Maybe he boxed.
God, I don't know if I can do a 2:04.5 with this car, Michi.
Will be better if you do it.
I agree.
For crying out loud, do I somehow see what other guys are doing, lap time wise, in a race?
I think you can click on their name and then on the left click on laps. On the bottom left.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
No turn, come on, car! Damn car! Oh, it's such a shit right now.
So,
the furthest thing from fun to drive.
right hand side.
Thank you. Albert's gonna get a run. There's nothing I can do to defend it.
Stay inside, stay inside. I'm thinking of boxing early.
Oh shit, he went wide too, huh?
That was great defending. Now keep your head down, Cole. Come on. Actually, you are right, Steam King. It's 10th place here for Shaun Cole at the minute, and we're chasing down John M. Roberts there at the front, together with Moise Luisboff. You gained over a second in the past 5 laps on the cars ahead. Keep stuff up. Yes, Abby, I do know about it. So Shaun did a 203 point. Where was the spin? That was probably that lap here, and afterwards, yeah. Keep your head down. Come on. Your damage on the car costs you around 0.8 to 1.1 seconds of a lap, I think.
Sounds about right.
Can we fix it?
Hopefully.
So will it get repaired on the stop?
That F9. It's like F7, 8, or 9.
Do I need the pit window thing, where fuel is calculated?
Yeah, it's one of those screens, I believe.
You got 0 fast repairs remaining.
I haven't used any. I don't think we got any for this race.
So no chance.
Oh, that's like a reset repair, not pit repair. Like, we can spend time on pit lane having them bang on the sheet metal.
Anyone out there on the chat that could help me to see whether we can fix the damage in the pit stop? I think we can't. No, there's no quick repair right now. Yes, Team King, 10 more laps of fuel, so we're looking to hunt them down there at the front. So tires around you go off of the other people, so car behind us definitely boxed. That guy was lighter, and I will now monitor lap times between you and the guy behind. So that will get me to another area of the sheet, and that means...
Oh shit! Oh, I got a cut. Damn it, Cole.
Right hand side, 4 times.
Come on. Come on.
Get rid of the black flag.
Car just didn't stop that time on the chicane, or bus stop. Yeah, brakes seem to have gone away. Not the brakes, but the fronts are just that bad right now, I think. I guess everybody's dealing with it though, because it's not like I'm getting dusted by the guy.
You remember the name of the guy that was behind you? Was it Ryan Coley?
He was 2 back.
Who was 1 back?
It started with an A. Alex?
Albert Schultz?
Yeah.
So looking at his lap times currently. Yeah, makes sense, he did box last lap around. So the pit delta will be 52 seconds. So we go back to Shaun, who's right on the edge now on John and Robert. So I think everyone's tires are going off, and Shaun did a good job there so far. Now you can do something soon. So Shaun did it this time in a 2 minute 4.9. So the perfect draft for him will be right hand side. The perfect exit amount of time out of bus stop chicane is exactly 0.5 seconds. However, the car in front is also running into slipstream. Make it 0.4 of the bus stop chicane. If he can somehow do it, 0.4 seconds of gap out of that chicane, don't care about the cut, he can do a move very close.
Shit, I already have 10 offs.
To that.
6 of them were from contact from that wreck.
Yeah, I saw it, I checked the chat.
Look at how my car does, just has nothing. I was 0.5, now I'm 0.6.
Yeah, so underestimate the draft effect of the car from very ahead. You're gaining on the car in P8. So I leave Shaun alone for a split second. Now go to the inside. Too bad. This is lap 27, so we are 6 laps away from our first pit stop. And now we will see what happens there. Come on, get the apex right. Perfectly done, Shaun, perfectly done. Dragon, we are into 1 hour 28, and at the current rate I expect lap 71 to be the finish lap. So we're getting close to halfway through the race, and now this is the important moment. It depends what happens now on No, Dragon, I'm sorry, I didn't watch Rally Dakar lately. Stay behind, Shaun. Yeah, smart boy. Oh, that's another off try. Happily not.
What are you doing, Greenie?
Left hand side.
That is not how I wanted that to play out. Oh, he's just gonna let me through, huh?
Left hand side. Right hand side as well. Kia coming up in the mirror. Make usage of that. Yeah, good stuff. Good job. Good pass. Get into the slipstream of someone. So car ahead is slow on the straights. Stick with him through the infield. Get him on the way to bus stop or afterwards. As I quickly have a look again towards Albert Schultz, who laps, I think, slightly slower than what Shaun does. And I quickly are soon gonna show you what this sheet on my end looks like. So another 205.389.
Shoot.
As I quickly go back, what happens at the Shaun side? So the gap is 0.4 of a second. Brilliant gap for an overtake into turn 1. That should be working. Outside line. No worries, Shaun. There you go, that's the right approach. No worries, you get it done. I would like to look at another driver while being on that screen. No worries, it's just fine. You're gonna close him down towards the bus stop chicane. And then I'm gonna get a last fuel check in before I get up the picture with the current strategy sheet looking. So this is lap 29. This is 0.3, 0.2. As another Kia is approaching from the back. Go right hand side and get into the draft of the Kia, passing on the right hand side as well. Too bad.
Almost worked.
Right hand side again.
That works.
Yeah.
Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. Thank you.
Gap is 0.1. You passed him. Stay on the inside, stay on the inside. Great job. Great move.
Oh, shit.
Everything's alright, Shaun. Everything's alright. So, great stuff. So, finally I can focus again on something else. So, this lap time was a 2:05.03 something.
Oh shit, sorry Kia.
So that's good stuff. What happens right there is I'm looking for Albert Schultz again, who did further bad lap times. That is great news for us, I have to say. And then I quickly show you what I am writing down here on the other side. So, before I tell Shaun what I saw, and this is great stuff, so Shaun now draw a gap to the cars behind of over in second. You're out of the draft of the car behind. So there you go. I quickly show you what I did on the other side, and this is exactly that. So what I was doing is, that was Shaun lap times here, and lap times of the other guy. So Shaun did those laps, the other guy that boxed behind him did those laps. Those were the gaps of those laps, so the development was 1.413 seconds towards Shaun. Why are you laughing?
At the comments.
Alright. So Shaun gained 1.4 seconds over the other car that has boxed before, and I'm gonna quickly tell him that after turn 2. So I think we're on the very right strategy at the moment. This is lap 31, so 2 laps left.
Oh, get it done, Kia.
That was a considerably good move. So the guy that was behind you before his box lost 1.4 seconds over the past 5 laps on you after his pit stop. You should be clean after we pit. And a driver not... Alright, he reacted now, but a driver not reacting to such a message is totally fine. Like, sometimes I just call it copy. As soon as my engineer tells me some stuff.
Shit.
So fuel wise, we coming down lap 31, that is. Need to have 4.88 on the line to be in target. So average fuel consumption has been a bit higher there, and this is being managed for the next stint. Yeah, we're perfectly on target there. So Shaun, refueling and tire changing does not happen at the same time, right?
I believe not.
So here's my suggestion: we swap tires, we fully fuel up the car to then make a splash 5 to 6 minutes before race end.
And no tires?
And no tires that time.
Yep, sounds good to me. Shit. Oh, I've let Moises back into the battle. Damn it, Cole. Yeah, I agree with you there, by the way.
Otherwise we go 40 minutes and swap tires again for the final 30 minutes, but I think that would be a more breakdown, because boxing, sorry, not boxing, because tire change would take too long.
Yep, I agree.
Right, I fiddled that in. So we replace all 4 tires, that's set.
And John's with him, son of a bitch.
And
this isn't gonna help the situation at all.
we add another fuel. There you go. So this is going to be crucial, really. Nothing has happened. Remember, he has a bad top speed, so that's totally fine. So this is lap 33, now approaching. Fuel was 0.7, so that's minus our target a lot. Right, we're going to have the box with some 9 minutes to go into the race for some other splash and dash, and I will fiddle that out. I'm just gonna tell Shaun that now it's pit service time. So Shaun, this is lap 33, this is box this lap.
Oh, this lap?
Box this lap, check fuel, check tires being swapped, and check fuel to be fueled up maximum.
Yep.
No, John, I was not really annoyed about Shaun reading comments. It's his race, and it's fully up to him what he does with it. Lappers behind, stay to the left-hand side. Kia on the right-hand side. Box this lap. There we go, box this lap. Oh, I was late. Great stuff. How you feeling?
Not bad.
Good stuff.
What's our time, do you know?
How much left in the race?
Yeah.
1 hour, 14 minutes, 13 seconds.
Alright. We made it almost an hour and 10?
Yep. Exactly an hour and 10 right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be here a while for optional repairs, too.
Optional repairs?
Not if I stay on the gas, I guess. Oh, shit. That was to fix the, damage, which I guess I didn't do, Michi.
No worries. No one knows how long that would have taken us.
I think it said over 42 seconds.
No, that would not have been worth it, I think. So there you go. We joined back in front of Albert Schultz with 3.4 seconds. You did a good job there. So that's we back in the race, and currently sitting in that 14th. No, let me see. I have no clue really. Result sheet.
Okay.
That probably needs to be updated after the after one lap. But Shaun definitely did a good job here. And now it's my task to get this thing good to an end. So James, race is going.
Oh, he came out ahead of Albert by 3.5.
Yeah, I told you so. Didn't you hear that?
I did. It just didn't quite register.
Yeah, you did a very good job. You gained on him 2.4 seconds in the last 6 laps of your stint. So going very long was definitely the right call.
Which means staying long on this one in a splash and go is the right call.
Exactly.
I also got in the pits very well. I had practiced that.
That was spot on. For your information, I unticked the boxes of replace tires, but double check when we do the second pit stop.
Copy.
And we won't need much fuel. Right, so...
Oh shit, I'm checking them. Sorry, Michi. I just undid your handiwork on 3 of the 4 tires.
Have a look again, is that alright?
Yeah, there you go. Now it's perfect. Thank you.
So...
I'm like, here, I'll get ahead of the game and I'll just check now.
Yeah, you forgot that I can do stuff as well.
That is so awesome.
This needs to be added to rFactor 2. So Studio 397, if you're listening, get that done.
Hey Marcel. Dom. Jean Camage.
Alright, keep your head down now, looking into 2-minute 3 highs. 2-minute 3 highs in clean air, if somehow possible.
Alright. Alright. Focus.
Yeah, Shaun's mood is definitely better. So is his racing meanwhile. Less cuts, more focused, more fun for him basically. I'm gonna make the first fuel check at the end of the lap, so the target would have been 54.79 on the fuel. Yeah, Max is definitely cheering for him. That's great stuff, and already I'm a little bit nervous as well to see where we're gonna go. Difficult.
Which way, Mazda?
That was a good stuff, so 48.4. That is perfectly on target on the fuel. Sadly, I just do see 1 decimal rather than 2. What I do have in the calc though. So I probably put down the value in the calc to 1 decimal as well. Try to stay in front of those Kias. Right hand side. So cars behind have boxed as well. They came out in front of Albert, but 3.5 seconds to spare to you. Shaun is doing some great stuff. He's doing a good job, really. He's really doing a good job there. Another fuel check just to make sure. 53.0 required. Now that is 53.0 right on the line. Perfect stuff. So it seems like I finally have fiddled the current fuel consumption to track. So fuel consumption to be 1.75. That will take us until lap 66 of projected 71. So that means we need to refuel. And I quickly need your help, guys. I'm gonna type this message in there. As soon as the timer hits 0 and the leader crosses the line, race is finished, isn't it? Because that's very important to know for myself. Shaun is doing great right now. Gonna have another fuel check for sure. 204.6. I hope he goes a little quicker than that though. Thank you very much, Brian. Appreciate your feedback there. We're gonna do that more often in the future, that's a promise. So fuel check 51.4 and a 51.3 was required, so that is just in margin there. So consumption is at its average. Attention on that Kia. Kia to pass after turn 2. Kia to pass after turn 2. Stick on the left hand side. Right hand side. So I have to quickly check what the Kias are doing lap time wise. That means going into the optima range. Leader is Paul Smith. Doing currently lap times around 155s. So I
might be a little closer there to get some draft.
Need to keep that in mind for further calculation. So that means lap times Kias is 1 minute 55. Correct, when the overall leader crosses the line. So Niall Hankins, sorry. If the leader crosses the line after the clock went to 0, this is checkered flag, not white flag, right? Here on the right hand side.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
Oh, you don't hear the chat?
Nope. What happened?
Just people yelling at each other.
Americans.
Yeah, it was Americans.
Oh, what a surprise. So, at our current speed, we finish lap number 70. Actually, I do need to do a recalculation of that. So as soon as we finish this lap 39, from calculation there should be 1 hour, 4 minutes and 5 seconds
John Ellers, the guy who
left
just got yelled at
on the
or
session.
Yelling, one of the two, just left the room.
Too bad. Which is wrong, from what I can see right now. This needs to be something different. So I have to recalculation on the fuel, on the laps being done. Before I get myself another coffee, otherwise I'm running dry. So, at the end of lap 34...
God, I want to go faster!
We are doing 1 hour, 5 seconds. So that's 61.6 minutes to go. Looking at the current speed, race will finish lap 69. Yeah, we are boxing for 3 laps of fuel. It's a bit of a shame, but I think it's the right strategy. And 3 laps of fuel is worth, make it a little bit of margin, 7 liters. .8. There we go. Right, Shaun, this is information. So, exactly 1 hour left now. 59.56 seconds. As it stands, this shortens our race distance from 71 to 69 laps. We box lap 60 to add 7.8 liters of fuel, which is an equivalent of 4.5 laps. I'm sorry. So even if the finish is a white flag and then a checkered flag, this will bring us home safely.
Okay, copy. That was 7.2 liters?
7.8 liters. You can just select 7.8. I already done that.
Okay, copy.
Final check for fuel. We need 46.20, 46.2 that was. 46.1. We're fine on fuel. I'm quickly getting a coffee.
Okay.
So guys, this is currently 1 hour left into that race. Firing up the coffee machine. Whereas I'm gone though, I will put you on a different picturing. There you go. I have a quick relook at that. So, I probably need to change something. So this means we have a new Patreon member. Thank you very much, whoever signed up there. I can't actually see it. I just see we got a new Patreon member, and we're very proud of that. Thank you very much for supporting us. Thank you for being part of the show. So, for the Patreon guys, just some 89 euros by Patreon subscribers to go until the monthly race league system is going to be fired up.
A gaggle of Miatas.
Right, so I'm finally back. Just had to get my throat a little bit sorted. That's why I had no sound. Anyway. Looking into that race, is there any possibility I can see more than just 6 cars as a relative gap? Since I do want to know what they are currently doing gap-wise, and I mean, I can't have a look at splits. What I basically want to know is if there is a way to put this relative thing to in-group cars only, so that the Kias aren't seen and stuff. Or can I somehow move it? Let's see if my wheel... No. I'm gonna do, guys. No worries. So Albert Schultz is being in the 8th place now with a 12.8 second gap, and I think we're closing in on Steph. So this is the next guy I'm going to look at, and I hope I'm gonna see the gaps to him very soon. So I bring up my lap time thing again. Currently lap 45. A quick fuel check. Lap 45. 37.2 required at the end. That's gonna be hopefully 2 hour positive. The thing is, as soon as I scroll up and down in the relatives, it immediately jumps back. So a 37.2 required on fuel, and we do have a 37.5 that is. That's an additional of 0.32 hour current rate. However, we would need to gain 1.4. Yes, ARB, our Avid Chronic Racing setup guide will have some knowledge about strategy building. However, how expertized that is, I can't really say at the minute. I just wrote some things in it, but not all of them. And since we're updating that document over and over again, it might still increase in the future. Right hand side. Alright, sorry.
Nah, he backed out. He was going for it.
Okay. Now right hand side.
Not super happy with my driving right now. There go the tires. Shit. Tires are just really starting to mess with me now. Like, that damage is just causing a little more front tire war, heat, and wear. It's like just so hard on a couple corners under braking and turn-in, you know?
I do. Second option. We go another 5 or 6 minutes. Box 10, swap tires, add fuel. Whereas I still believe we do not win 20 seconds for fresh tires.
I agree. It just sucks for me, but I agree. I think we just stay out and run it. And I'm still leaving the guys behind me further back. I'm just not getting the guy ahead of me. It just takes perfection versus that variance the car allowed me to get away with. Oh, sorry, Kia.
Sorry for clicking around here on the cam, but I want to get things right. On that strategy calculation thing.
You gotta go! Oh, shit. Look at this cluster. Oh.
That was probably
very nice, though, I will say. But...
the worst luck ever. Yeah, too bad. That costed us 2 seconds.
Fuck. And now we're still behind the Miata.
Sorry, Folkman, can't concentrate on everything. However, what I supposed to do there. Right. Looking at this. This was harming us though now. Right, Shaun, if you keep your driving together, I do believe P6 is more than just in reach. So, the gap to Steph is 6.6 seconds on start-finish straight. And I need to monitor the lap times. Oh, that really has costed us a lot.
Downshifted twice, that could have blown the motor.
Good job you didn't. As the other guy did a same bad lap time than we did. Probably even slower than us. 206.
8 because of that cluster on the last one.
No worries, guy ahead did a 206.9, so you won a 10th on him. So happily, the other car had the same bad luck that we had, which enables us to still be around in around 6 to 6, 7 seconds. So I'm gonna forward an important message for Shaun after that chicane. So Shaun, Willie OD just say the F word count is at 12. So that's the same amount than your off-track total occasions on your incident count. Good job.
Thank you.
Actually, time for some joke at the minute.
Go, car, go, 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 go!
And I'm really sorry, I have no other clue if it's possible to see lap times otherwise than jumping around all the time on that damn page and clicking names and stuff. Just don't see any other option. Well, that time we lost some valuable time to the guy ahead, some 6/10 that is. So Shaun needs to fix his driving. Well, Matt, I'm a German. I'm born to be serious, you can say. Nothing I can do about that, though. Why does this thing just randomly jump around there? So, car behind is the leader of the Kias with 7.4 seconds to spare. As I would like to thank you for subscribing to the Patreon, and depending on what kind of level you signed up, I know that Shaun's going to be busy getting you the Discord's chat link out within that day, I think.
Get off the bus stop really fast.
Yeah, I think they're super light. Leading Kia 3.8 seconds behind.
Thank you.
Nutella bra, I don't really think so. I would need to know what is the gap of us to the podium, guys. But I have no clue on it. If he keeps lapping 204s though, that will give us in a good position to catch Steph ahead. But looking at the gap right now, I don't actually want to see what he did for lap time last time around. So he did just a 10th slower than we did. So Shaun needs to keep up that driving. RG, no, I don't think that I'm related to any stick. Also not to Aussie stick. Good getting off draft here.
Super tough.
I know it's hard, we got 36 minutes to go. Try to go perfectly. Try to push it. Now we can make 6th place work. So 36 minutes to go in that race. that was a weird shift for me, sound-wise. So I will quickly have a look. Fuel-wise, we are doing good. I think 27.1 to be remaining after lap 51. So we gained on that. So we're actually needing a little less fuel, which could lead me to a gamble to just refuel the minimum amount of fuel at the end of that, or closely to the end of that race. Anyway, guys, to the new Patreon subscribers, thank you very much to contributing to that show. Shaun will not know, but I will tell him at the end of that race. So thank you very much for your contribution. Surely we are very close to hitting the target of $500 for subscription value, and that will bring up this monthly race series quite soon. Right hand side there, Shaun, as he is lapped by another car. So he did a 2:04, 2:05. Forgot to 2:05.03. The other car did a 2:04.4. Holy moly! However, there was some mistake done by that car in that lap. So Steph has done some weird mistake. The gap is down to 6.2. So lap time, all the car ahead, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 6.2. I think if Shaun could put him under pressure, that would be great. What happened then? Anyway, Shaun did a 2:04.777, which gained 1.4 seconds that lap, so that's actually great stuff. Coming back to 7th place after that mess is astonishing art of drive, and I do think that Shaun is still able to go quicker. Our speed for Sim Racer, the race started at 5 PM GMT. I think it's just the last race that goes at 2 AM GMT there, but I can't do anything about that, sadly. Oh, there's another yellow flag. I do not know the reason for it. So I need to check on the clock as soon as Shaun finishes lap 53. By the end of lap 53, I have a calculation done for the lap for the remaining time to be 32 minutes. 0.4, which is 32.24 seconds. I think we missed that. So it is something else. It is 31. .9. So I need to do some recalculation on that thing. So it's 61.1 minus 31.9, and we done 1, 2, 3, some 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 laps in it. So that's an average of 2.085 minutes. So I need to change that formula. 208 at least, yep. Change that formula, drag down and see the finish to still be lap 69. Depending where the leaders are, we still need additional fuel for three laps, which is 5.25. So we could add 3.9 if we have a margin of 1 liter 35 left.
Get out of my way, Kevin.
At the end of the stint, so I need to check whether we can do something. Last lap was a 124.928. And we quickly check.
Gave away the second I've made up.
$125.736. And yeah, Steph at the front is running better lap times, and I don't know whether this is due to oh yeah, those lap times are really good, aren't they? So he was matching Shaun on lap 53, but lap 54 really did a harm. So Shaun, I'm sorry to say, within the last 8 laps, despite the mistake of the car ahead, we lost 1.198 seconds.
Yeah, well, we lost a split second right in that last bus stop with the Kia who blew the corner.
I saw it.
Well, I made up time on the guy ahead, and then...
Yeah, he had a bad lap time with a spin or something. Oh, I'm getting a stiff neck after this stream, that's for sure. Oh, not again. Not again. That's another cut lap, there you go. Right hand side, Shaun. There's nothing really we can do. Need a quick fuel check up to see if we can maximize our strat. Well, that is 20.2. I'm not too sure whether we'll be able to get in some
Someone just asked everyone in the room who has to pee. And I said, I don't.
There you go, Shaun having some fun. Wiki, I do think with the Patreon thing, it charges you the first of the new month, and I think as soon as you end your subscription, you're not gonna get charged again. So I think this Patreon can be ended within 1 month. Exactly. Just like Willie OD just said there. So that's really a basic thing. And if you don't want to support Shaun on the Patreon anymore, you can pull out of it. but I'm sure with all the services and all the additional content being shown at you, it's worth to give this show a tip and to give this show a support. So I kinda doubt that you will unsubscribe from Patreon ever again. As you guys were saying, Seb Rocco, 14 incidents and 25 minutes to go. There's no incident limit in that race today, so Shaun is fine. However, I would agree with you to not let it get you through too hard there. So another fuel checkup. We need 17.9 at the end of that lap, and it's 18.4. That's 0.5 of a liter less than required. Holy moly, that was close in the end. That Kia nearly rear-ended you there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right hand side. 2 cars right hand side.
Jesus, you're gonna take my lane too, buddy?
They made contact there. Right hand side still. Clear.
So the guy who almost rear-ended me then went...
He went wide. No, he was then overtaken.
I guess they are fighting for third place with a matter of minutes left in the race.
They are. So we need a fuel margin of 1.35 liters to spare. We're not gonna make that. So we need to fuel for the sake of everything.
I didn't see him. Almost sprung wide. That would have been funny. We're not very funny. Oh.
Don't lose your concentration. I'm sorry, I didn't see him as well.
Those Kias just come fast.
So this relative saying there actually don't tell me anything at all. Ahead and behind is more useful when looking at the lines. Other than that, oh, there you go. I could at least look at the standing. Well, that doesn't give me anything though. Yeah, Wiki, you're totally fine to do it tomorrow. That's totally fine. Greets from Germany here and greets from America from the other side. Thank you for your honest feedback there, really appreciate it, and I'm sure Shaun appreciates it as much as I do. So Steph is definitely gone, that gap is 10 seconds. The only thing we can do is hope that they guys swapping tires on the final pit stop. And now, despite Shaun might rest for tomorrow, as Shaun said, it's gonna be me that is live on his channel.
The chat is entertaining sometimes.
So there's something happening there as well. Sorry.
Shit, come on, Cole.
Alright, another mistake at the car ahead. So I'm gonna check up with times right now, and I hope this time I'm right. So we should hit 21.30 seconds to go at the end of that lap. Closely, but of margin it's 21.4 seconds. So I need to check. 21.4.
Come on.
I can do better calculation right there. So for you guys, another time there. That's the current race strategy sheet. Here you can see the fuel check-ups. I will do another fuel check-up very soon. I just changed that value because I'm working on a laptop. It says Michi Hoyer here again. So that was lap 58, 21.4 minutes left, and we should have 14.4 liters of fuel. So we are expecting a final pit stop to take place in lap 66. We do add some additional fuel. The thing is, we're gonna spend some more time into that pit, so that will add another 45 seconds. That's 0.05. Oops. Getting it in on the wrong formula. There you go. That's why it says error. That's another 7.5 of a lap, and then that means, yeah, still means we're gonna finish lap 69. So nothing changes here. As I need to pull that back in order to not get the wrong formula in. There you go. So getting the screen away again. 8.7 seconds the gap is. Shaun is gonna get told by me what the plan is. So you finish lap 59. We're gonna box again lap 66 to put additional 7.8 liters of fuel to make it to the end.
Copy. Lap 66.
Box on lap 66, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm getting damn hungry right now.
Nah.
That's alright, Dragon. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here so long. And yeah, it's just some 18 minutes to go. So we hope to be fine soon. As I do another little fuel check up at the end of that lap. That is lap 60 we're currently on. So 10.9 liters of fuel required there. What is this car ahead there? Is this a lapper? Sadly though, that is. Come on, Cole, get in the draft. Attention, Kia from behind, right hand side in a second.
Copy.
Come on, dude, blue flags there. Go inside. So, hats off to the guy. Ryan really took action of the blue flags there. Thank you, Dragon. See you soon. Mads, we're soon over. It's just 16 minutes to go out of 224. So Shaun is really doing a good job. He hasn't done a single error, a big single error yet in a 2 hours drive. So that's fully hats off from me. Since after 2.2 hours, I'm getting some concentration lag sometime as well. I do not know how hard it is to drive this actual car, but Shaun is doing hell of a job here, especially with the damage going on. If not for the damage, I think we would have had a good chance. And I forgot to do the fuel check.
Tires and fuel look good.
Did you say tires and fuel look good?
I just double checked, everything looks good.
Yep.
On lap 61, 5 to go.
Copy. Yes, SMOOVE7 VRPC races. That is iRacing currently.
Not for time, but just another point.
See you there, John. Thanks for joining.
16x.
No worries, mate.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to not do that at the bus stop. A few times.
Oh, James, I'm not short before collapsing. I will do some further racing on the Simpit channel tonight as well, since I got the free house.
I think 7 or 8 of those are car contact.
Right now, for the remainder of the evening until like 11 PM, which is in 2.5 hours from now. So I'm gonna do some racing for sure, and I think Shaun really needs a rest. Folkman Bill, the damage happened basically in lap 7. I wasn't there as well, but I can quickly show you the car from the outside. So the rear end chase, and I will get this fuel thing away. And there you see front left end got caught a bit, but not only that, it was also being damaged done at the rear end, as you can see here. So Shaun got rear-ended at the rear left, then turned around and gets struck in the front again. So that's the aerodynamic being completely broken. And yeah, that is the story of that damage. So was a little bit bad luck there in the beginning of the race. That happened on lap 7. Thank you very much, David, for the race. Congratulations for Dubai in today's race for me. That was done in the afternoon. So Formula Sim Racing Winter Series, second round was a second win for me in the feature race, a good P6 in the the sprint race, and I managed to increase the gap in the championship. So both Shaun and me had some good some good racing today. So Matt, the X17 doesn't count for that race, as I said a little bit earlier there, and as you can see here, incident limit, no limit for that race. Yeah, so I had a little bit damage on my second race as well. However, that's not an issue. What does happen to be an issue is that Ryan is still close to us there. So Shaun, can you push a little more to get rid of that back marker in behind us?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Lap times are looking good, high 204s, that's alright.
I'm driving like shit.
Well, it's 12 minutes to go, so you're 2 hour consecutively driving. I would be done with that as well. Keep focusing, 12 minutes to go, come on Cole, keep it cool. So, Kevin, yeah, rFactor 2 does support ultra wide screens as far as I know. At least.
See that, by the way?
Yeah, I saw. So, when I had a 4K resolution in that went well on rFactor 2, so a widescreen resolution
I need to run out of the bus stop this time.
will work pretty well. I hope this back market does not try to do any
It
move.
is fucked up nose too. He's staying behind.
Which is a good job done by the car behind. So Shaun seems to lose it quite often right now. I fear the rear end is a little bit loose. Could you confirm?
Yes, it is. It's not under braking, it's under turn in and off the corner, obviously.
Kia, right hand side.
Thank you.
To be fair, Smooth, it's still right hot with that car in behind there. Now there are some Mazdas ahead, so it's not going to become easy at all. As the Kia outbroke itself.
Missing my marks.
So the Mazdas need to get out of the way for us. This can be a mess now. Go on your right hand side, take them both. Good job, Shaun. Now I can't see what the car behind is. Is it a Kia? Right hand side, Shaun, right hand side. Alright, on the banked straight, right hand side then. Well, Willie, I think the fogging sometimes comes from your sweat as well. So, yeah, exactly. I could see it happening because of that too. Quickly double check the fuel on my end. So that is additional 3 laps to be done.
At least that was faster.
So now you're cutting your shit out of your car, or what?
Say again?
Now you're starting to cut the shit out of your car.
Yeah. I need to settle it down.
Come on, Cole, 8.5 minutes to go. That's 4.6 liters left. We require a 3.9. So we're gonna refuel 7.8 liters to be fine for the race, and then.
Yeah, this car has all sorts of problems now.
And I'm wondering how other guys did not
we
have
are
to
the
stop.
last 2 laps, just run. It's like over and understeer at the same time.
Yeah, looks like tires are going to an end now.
Coming in next time by, not this time. Miata, where are you going?
No, I'm here. Go a further lap.
Oh, no, I was talking to Miata.
Ah, okay. So guys, if you like what you see here, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe to this channel to see more racing and more action to come. Stay tuned for more reviews, for more driving. There is the...
I get new tires? I was getting all excited, I get some fresh tires. No, flashing gas. Okay.
Right hand side, attention, right hand side.
Oh, he's
left hand side, sorry.
No problem.
Go to, yeah, stay up. 4 wide. No Steam King, it's just 1.6 liters of fuel left for that final thing. So box this lap there, Shaun, box this lap.
Copy.
So 7.8 liters set. Right hand side, attention, right hand side. No tires to be swapped. And I'm wondering how the other guys are still running there. Like, I thought Steph would have come to box as well still. So I'm not sure whether we stick in that 7th position or whether this was just to because of other guys doing 2 stops early. Oh, thank you very much, Bertus. That would be great if some of you guys would slip over a bit. But today it's Shaun's channel that is lit. Thank you to all the audience staying around with us so long. So it's a great support of you guys being around. Really love it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for making this a great show, making this a great evening. As I'm getting tired a bit though, since it's 9 PM over here. So we're gonna do a quick post-race interview after Shaun has finished his race. Now looking, check fuel, check tires, been unchecked for the last time box this lap. Attention, Kia coming, stay to the inside.
Copy, copy.
So a little bit of hot information needs to be passed over there. Be careful in the pit entry. So hit the brakes, that is only just enough, I think. So come on, get the refueling done. There you go. Just a splash and dash. Good stuff there. So we are not racing for position. Are we still 7th? I have no clue really. So I think we're 8th right now. Hey, it's lots of good feedback though. Yeah, watching those races can be really fun. So 3:30 remaining. This is the P8 guy, this is the P8 guy. Very good job. Shaun, you got him. That's P7 back. Now get fast around that Mazda. Stay on the inside. Great job. So that's back into P7. Now you need to defend from James Alex Brown for position. .250 to go.
Copy, copy. Oh, Miata, no.
No worries.
Oh, Jesus. So, you gotta
Get for the black flag, get away from the black flag. And let the other guy pass and then do a repass on the next lap. You got P8, P9 guys. Okay, perfect, perfect. Stay to the inside, no matter what, stay to the inside. Go around in order. Stay to the inside and brake for turn 1 on the inside. Very good, Shaun, very good. Secured 7th place for now. So, 1 minute 50 to go. That's within the margin of the current top leaders to be into the final lap. So I have a go and look where the current leader of the Kia is. And that will be an additional 2 laps. So we are behind him right now. So he goes this lap, goes for another lap to then be finished. That means Shaun Cole also goes this lap, and for another lap to then be finished. To my calculation, this and an additional lap to the finish.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's it. That's fucking it.
That was not just a dive bomb. That is unfortunate, I would call it.
Oh, the car won't even turn. Car won't even turn. We're over. That's it.
Try to finish it somehow, you deserve it to finish.
I got a meatball, so I gotta go in.
Engine failure?
It's about to. Who was that, by the way? Do you know?
I checked it. I checked it. I need to double check though. To me, it was the P8 guy now.
Because I tell you, in real life, I'd already be climbing up and going to his floor. Oh yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? 2 hours into a race and he's gonna fucking dive 0.6 back? Are you fucking kidding me? We can worry about not monetizing.
Later, yeah. So do you need to pit for repairs, otherwise you get black flagged or what?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna have a quick relook at what happened there though. And tell you what happened there. And I think it was Moses Louis Boff, that guy that was in P9, but then over-exaggerated it, so I get it from the cockpit view. I'm sorry for the guys here on the stream. No, it was the other guy. It was... James Alex Brown, who now I think has left. The scene. Anyway, there you go. Yeah. Another guy turned you around and then a Mazda went in like for no reason. That was the front end damage done then. So we're still sitting in the pits. Well, that's an unfortunate end, really, to this race. This race is over. What's the repair time?
It still wants another 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. You're not gonna even finish because the remaining time of the session is 2 minutes 4.
So I can start screaming at that guy now?
Yeah, you can, I think.
I'm gonna watch the replay before I say a word.
Yeah. So if you're still sitting in that pit box for another 2 minutes. Oh,
yeah,
there.
I have pit service time of 1:55, required repairs 6:41, optional repairs 6:58. So that's it.
Yeah, that's the race done. That's an unfortunate end of the race, and right. So Shaun, I leave it to you to see it. You will find it at 2 hours 25 minutes and 5 seconds.
Alright.
Well, that's where you see it
look
there.
at my poor car. Yeah, no wonder they black flagged me. My left front wheel is
Yeah. That car really had the damage done, especially after that hit. So the rear suspension looked well. I need to find whether I get the far
James
check.
throws me an apology now.
Really, I'm not...
Should I say anything or should I walk out with dignity? I'm so tempted to just lose my mind.
Yeah, that front end was completely shattered there. I would just leave it. Otherwise you might get report for bad language.
What did Robin say? Shaun, no patience when you spin? I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, I better end the stream because I'm going to things I probably shouldn't say. And not that they shouldn't be said, it's just they shouldn't be said on the air. And I don't necessarily, I don't know, today just didn't go well. I feel like I made very few massive errors on my part.
So, with the race being over...
I gotta say something.
Alright.
Oh, I missed who that was, though.
So anyway, I quickly talk to him and see whether he's up for a short interview. So Shaun, would you be up for a short post-race interview, or would you like to leave it?
I can't hear you because all these guys are talking. Mute him. Say again?
Whether you would be up for a post-race interview after that mess now, or whether you would still like to leave it like that.
No, we can talk. I just don't have anything really to say. Oh. Is Robin Smith the Miata who hit me?
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't seen yet.
I'm watching. Robin Smith. Where is this guy? Robin Smith, whose car is smashed every... Oh, are you kidding me? Robin, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you. Oh, he left. I was about to just... He accused me of pulling in front of him. The Miata who smashed into me accused me, and he's like, oh, just put it in gear and go, huh? It's like, dude, your car's a nightmare, so how many people have you hit today, by the way? And number two, what are you talking about? I'm in the middle of the track. You came flying into an incident with all the room in the world to see it ahead, and you chose not to lift, not to do anything, just thinking magically the lines in front of you would clear. Anyway, alright, let's be debrief, Michi. I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Alright, I stopped spotting then, quit the stream, and let me quickly change around some settings here on the show. So I pull my camera off at that side, I pull you into the middle then. Let me quickly fix the screens. So that is full picture right now. And then we go into... Oops, there you go. Then I should be able to fire up my camera. Yep. So, we quickly have changed screens a little bit. I'm sorry for that inconvenience there. As I quickly would like to get something else into that second. So I quickly get the shuffled around. That's perfect. There you go. Alright, so, Shaun, would you be up for some post-race questions here? So Shaun, we currently got around 150 people viewing that race, so final questions to you after that tremendous end. Considering that you were shot off in lap 7 and in the end shot off in lap 67, how would you rate your race performance today?
It's almost hard to measure. With the early incident hurting the car a little bit, I don't know how much damage, like on infield, how much it was playing a role versus me overdriving, maybe overcompensating for minimal damage. It was playing a huge role in the draft, though, and the draft is really big because even if you get around someone, you can't get rid of them if you don't have some top speed. So it made it really hard to judge anything. I felt like from minute one, I was just like doing everything just to survive and just salvage any kind of finish out at all. And I mean, to be honest with you, I probably would have done a worse. Forget when I ended, because I'm going to kind of forget that moment for a second. But because until then, I think we made progress and came back. And I think a big part of that was you kind of getting me back in shape again. And I probably would have run a good half a second slower a lap had you not kept me kind of focused and driven. And then that end one, I'm not going to take any. It's funny. I got to go watch the replay. From my view, I don't know if I'm responsible for anything that happened to me today. And that's really frustrating.
Yeah, so here's my point of view on that incident. What you did, where you actually were taking the line, and the other guy was braking in behind and accelerated short before the apex to maybe trying to go wide behind you to then have a better exit. I think that was the intention. However, that ended into a massive dive bomb, which surely FSR-wise would have been a very harsh penalty. That's just my point of view, and I'm not being biased, looking at this incident as being a bit neutral. I mean, not neutral, because how can you be neutral when you're racing with your mate in a team? But really, you didn't do anything wrong from my point of view. So you didn't miss the apex, you did not come back from off track or something. So you did a good job until there, and that one, I mean, people said it's racing, but that was just retarded. Like, really, after 2.3 hours of racing, you destroyed 2 races like that.
Yeah, racing to me would have been when we were turn 1 and I had the black car on my outside and it was really hard for me to brake and keep it to the inside. If I had drifted a little wide and touched, or if he'd come into me, I'd say that was racing. When you get rear-ended, I mean, he wasn't even quarter panel. That was rear end. That was nose to bumper. When you get rear-ended going into a corner, it's not like I checked up or did anything funny either. No, that's punting. That's asshole driving. That's not cool. That's on the last lap. I mean, honestly, and I don't mean this in a bad way, those are the kind of things that start fights. When you want to wonder why people start yelling and screaming and swearing at people, or in real-life paddocks, they go running across the racetrack to punch a guy in the face. It's that kind of stuff, and I'm not saying it's right, because it's not. It's never right to go running over and punching somebody, but I understand the emotions, I was there.
Yeah, I fully understand you. I was in the same mood, like, when talking about World Fastest Gamer. I got rear-ended in the penultimate lap as well, falling out of the top 10, being in P7 and finishing 11th in the end. And I needed really 3 days to become okay again. So
yeah, that's about how long it's gonna.
Yeah, and no offense, but World Fastest Gamer was a little different competition than this War Before 24. Nevertheless, I fully understand after a stressful 2-hour race to be that annoyed as you were.
Yeah.
Judging your race performance compared to the testing, how would you rate your performance in that way?
Maybe an 8 out of 10. I don't feel. I mean, I didn't make many mistakes, and the mistakes I made were very small. But I don't feel like I was driving it or pushing it as hard as I could have. So I felt like I was driving at that level of our first day of set training versus the second day together, where I felt like I was a little bit more precise. Now, I was using more track on clean laps than I was on day 1 practice. So my driving line was better, but I don't feel like I was driving all that well. Now, thinking back on it, I don't remember doing a whole lot of these. There were a few, but so my driving line might have been smoother, and it's kind of hard for me to think. It was hard for me to think of it as being a positive drive when everything was going wrong. So it's hard for me to even pat myself, or the only person I can pat on the back right now is Michi for keeping me calm and going. That's it. And then the thing for me is that I do a lot of racing, and I do a lot of races. A lot of where I would have taken everything that happened today and said, that is racing. Because overall, I understand that concept. I don't think that incident was just racing, but just the concept of good days and bad days. I totally get it. I understand it. This is what I was saying at the beginning of the race. When you put in that much prep work to get dinked out on lap 7 and have to fight 2.5 hours with damage, and then after all of that, after earning your way all the way back to 7th, to have that be the finale, it's hard for me to be very positive about much of any of it. I guess the only thing I feel good about is that, well, no, we didn't even friggin' finish. So, no, we didn't even finish the 2.4. So, no, I have nothing really positive to come away from this, other than I did 2.4 without going to the bathroom.
Well, that's at least an achievement, isn't it?
There's one. We got it. We got that. I didn't need the emergency bottle.
So, looking at the race itself, I mean, it's the rule before 24. You're gonna do the 24 hours of Daytona together with a good team, which is not announced yet. That's all I heard. But I think the news will spread over the week. So, having done that stint right now, it's probably going to be some sort of the same duration for the upcoming race. So that's a good simulation. Looking at the race today, how you dealt with 2.4 hours not being able to go to toilet or anything else, how would you rate this race as being a good preparation for the actual event of the 24 hours in Daytona upcoming next week?
I'm glad you asked that, because when we were thinking the only thing I could take away on a positive note was not needing to go to the bathroom. No, it was. My regiment this morning, other than my nerves, but I was over my nerves half lap into the race. So all that pre-race jitters was just until we fired up the cars and got them rolling. Ultimately, my endurance felt pretty good. At the very end, I felt like I was starting to miss a mark here and there. I wasn't quite tired. It's not like I was like, oh, get there. I never got to that point today. I felt real strong, and I was happy being in the car. I was enjoying the time battle that I was having with, I can't remember. I have so much red rage right now. I can't even remember who was fighting ahead of me. Steph was ahead of me, and I was enjoying that time clock battle that we were having for 50 laps. So that was really fun. And you know, so all of that I think worked really good in the stamina, the focus. I think if you look at other endurance races I've done, forget the damage, I think I did a better job of just like really hitting my marks. And I didn't have that many, well, I've already sworn a million times today, so it doesn't matter. I didn't have that many oh shit moments. So that's good. You know, I had a few little, overdrive the course a bit, but I didn't have that many where I like going to dump it or lose it. And historically, I think on a 2-hour run, I'll have one or two of those moments usually. So I think, yeah, this is all good. It was great preparation. For some people, that's exactly what this race represents, is just sort of a way to get into the groove of endurance racing, because the big race is, of course, the full 24-hour team race.
Right. I absolutely agree, and I have to say, I didn't see the first incident. I just saw the second because I was going on my own. But what was really good to see today is, despite the few cuts you had or the few off-track moments, as you said, you didn't spin it, you didn't put it into the wall, you didn't speed in the pits. You had a very consistent driving to me. I mean, with all that lapping and stuff going on, it was considerably hard. And looking at your lap times going up and down, it was the same for everyone there. And with that damage on the car, lapping a consistent high 204s, low 250s, 205, sorry, that I think was performance right in the window. So I would rate, considering the circumstances, this drive at least an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9 out of 10, because in endurance racing it's all about consistency. It's all that awareness you need, and I mean, even that lapping could go very, very wrong. We had 2 or 3 occasions where we said some Iotas blocking the Kias, whether this was intention or not intended. You did not have that moment. You had 1 or 2 moments where you saw the Kias late, but you didn't make really contact with them. There was no bad situation. So, in that point of view, I would even rate it a 10 out of 10 from your racecraft when reacting to blue flags.
Yeah, that part all went really well, actually. And I think overall, I did a good job with proximity awareness and not being a negative factor to the race in general. Although Robin, the guy in the Miata who accuses me of pulling in front of him, he hit me before I finished spinning, so how he thinks I put it in gear and pulled into his way, I don't know. But other than that, I really had no issues on that level. There are a few moments, too, where other people put me in tough positions, and I felt like I was able to just sort of get those inches, find it. There are a few moments like I'm really clapping, but it was just enough, so it did feel good. I see Kevin Clark's asking if I bent my wheel in the Discord channel, and no, I didn't bend my. Everything's good. I didn't break anything. Just my pride.
Oh, that's not even broken, isn't it?
No, it's. I just, I'm really angry. I don't know how long for me to get like the anger out. I just right now it is one of those moments where Tom's yelling serenity now. Right now is one of those moments where I should not see anyone in public for like a couple hours probably, because if someone like cut me off on the road or didn't open a door, didn't say thank you, who knows? I'm a time bomb right now.
Well, and on that bombshell, I think before the time bomb goes off, I think it's for the very last time to show you a different screen. And I thank you very much to the new subscribers here on the Patreon page, as I quickly bring that up. So 54 patrons, and we're coming very close to this $500 margin, as we've just got 76 to go. So watch this bar to go full to the green within hopefully in the next 17 days, so we can start our monthly race series for the Patreon guys, being broadcasted, commented and caught on tape by the Simpit in February. That would be great. So if you like what you see, hit the like button, share and subscribe, tell your friends. There's some great stuff going on here, and we just need a little more support in order to make a new dimension of racing and a new dimension of entertainment to be ready for you to be seen. So get onto the Patreon, support Shaun, support the Simpit, contribute to the show, and yeah, I think that's about it for today's race, at least from my end.
I want to thank you once again, Michi. Thank you for everything leading up to the event. Thank you for being there in my ear and helping me out with strategy today and keeping me sharp. I think I can definitely attribute a lap time per lap today just to your presence. So thank you very much, and thank you to everybody watching. I'm sorry I was stuck my foul language today. It was just a little bit of a frustration. So sorry about that, and thanks for watching, and we'll get them next time.
Yeah, I can also say thank you very much. Thank you for letting me be your engineer. It was a pleasure for me to hop back into an some sort of old-fashioned role for myself. It was great fun. Definitely looking forward to do this again. Right, I want you guys to thank you very much for your support as well. Thank you for the feedback. I've seen plenty of you guys liking this and getting a thumbs up for us for the activity we do on that show. As Willie OD is just contributing to that. Speed for Sim Racer. Thank you very much, guys, for all these comments, for all this warm and lovely chat. It's really great to see. Shaun, you got anything to add?
No, just keep your emotions within yourself.
So, before the time bomb really goes off, I bring this to an end. So this is Shaun Cole, I'm Michi Hoyer, this was the Simpit, and this was the Raw Before 24. Hopefully next week we have a better race on there. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and we see you guys out on track.